And I want to welcome you into America First Field, located in Sandy, Utah. What a beautiful day for some soccer. It is the 2A state championship game about to get underway here between the number one in the RPI, the Maeser Prep Academy Lions, as they get ready to take on the number two in the American Heritage Patriots. That is your 2A state championship game matchup here on TeamHive.live, powered by Centricom, here on KSLSports.com. Alex Napoli is here with you. Happy to bring you all the action from America First Field, the host site of the 3A, 2A state championship games. It'll be the American Heritage Patriots in their white jerseys with the blue shorts, and they'll be going to the left of your screen here in the first half. It is the Maeser Prep Academy Lions in their blue, dark navy blue, and they'll be going to the right of your screen here to start the action in the first half. Moments away from kickoff between these two sides. For the Lions, coming into this one at 17-3 overall in the season, 6-0 in 2A North region play. Finished first place in 2A North. The number one team in the RPI, 86 goals scored this season, 21 goals against. For the American Heritage Patriots, 14-2 overall in the season, 4-2 in 2A North. They tied for second place in region play. Number two in the RPI, 90 goals scored this season, 11 goals against. Two very good, very high-scoring sides here in this 2A state championship game. The Patriots are set. The Lions huddled up. As we are moments away from starting first half action. The Lions now take the field. Final preparations here from the center official, making sure everything's set. The whistle, and we're underway. The 2A state championship game. The Lions taking on the Patriots. That ball will go back into the hands of Fairbanks. And here come Maeser Prep in possession. One back quickly by American Heritage. Black will let that one roll through. Black will go across to Vonk. Carson Vonk in possession, goes to the near sideline for Cisneros. Heavy touch by Cisneros, as that one will go out of bounds and out. A throw-in coming up here for the Patriots. Cisneros to throw it in. Ball over the top, headed away by Garner. Now in possession here is Simmons. Plays it centrally, but nobody there. The Patriots back in possession. This is Ryan Bay. Bay will play it out wide in the direction of Werner. Werner can't bring it in as the offside flag is raised. Free kick coming up here for Maeser Prep. Following the offside call. A rematch of last year's semifinal. These are two sides that played in the semifinals last season, where the American Heritage Patriots were able to pull off a 3-0 win over the Lions. The Patriots then moved on and played in the championship game and then fell to Roland Hall at 9-8 in the penalty shootout. Here comes the Lions. The cross comes in and into the hands of Weston Larson. Safe and sound there by the senior goalkeeper, who boots it away. The American Heritage Patriots last season making it to the state championship game. Maeser Prep eliminated in the semifinals, and now they'll both have a chance here in the championship game, as both sides will be looking for their first ever state championship game, their state championship win. Watkins goes down. Nicely defended by the Patriots, throwing for the Lions over there on that far sideline. Throw in coming up. Ball into the box, takes a bounce, lands at Stevenson. Stevenson thought he could get on the end of it and defended well by the Patriots. Goal kick coming up here. Ball goes out of bounds. Nicely defended there by Hatfield for the Lions, but they'll whistle at a foul against Sam Warner. Free kick here for the Lions. An opportunity to boot this one up and away. Ball will roll through to Weston Larson, who picks up and collects. Larson here can boot this one away. Takes a bounce over the Lions. Headed there by Johnson. Here come the Patriots with Holmes. Plays it to Bay. Bay crosses it in. Hatfield is there and cleared away by Maeser Prep. Giving chase here is Black. Ball goes out of bounds and out. A throw in for the Patriots over on that far sideline. Bay brings it down. Here's the Patriots momentarily winning it back in the middle of the field, but the whistle and a foul call going the other way. It's a free kick for the Lions. Ball booted away here by Maeser Prep off the free kick. Brought in by Bowler, who leaves it for Stevenson. Stevenson plays it across to Johnson. Noah Johnson up the sideline. Nicely defended there by Bay. Ryan Bay pokes it away. Handball and a whistle and a foul called. A free kick coming up here for the Patriots. Bay plays it short to Stratton. Stratton boots it up all the way over to the far sideline for Holmes. Holmes settles it, lays it to Brockbank. Brockbank back over the top. Giving chase here is Holmes. Holmes goes down as the ball goes out of bounds and out for the Maeser Prep throw-in. Holmes wants the foul. Thought he was fouled. Official now having a conversation with Holmes as a free kick here for the Lions. Another whistle, another foul called. This one again for Maeser Prep. Ball booted away. Comes down now for Johnson. Johnson turns, spins, ball booted away. Comes down now for Bay. Or excuse me, that's Tillman. Tillman gets around one. Can't get around a second. Now Holmes giving chase. But the offside flag is raised. free kick coming up for the Maeser Preps Lions. Ball booted up over the top, and it goes out of bounds and out. The free kick, or excuse me, the throw-in coming up here for the Patriots. Ball lands to Bowler. Stevenson plays it out wide. In possession here is Simmons. Simmons boosts it up over the top. One back by the Patriots only momentarily as Maeser Prep get the advantage and ball booted away. Comes to Noah Johnson. Johnson plays it centrally to Bowler. Bowler with time and space will take it from distance. Can't put it on frame. It goes out of bounds and out. The goal kick coming up here for the American Heritage Patriots, as they'll look to boot this one away. Larson with the goal kick boots it up. Ball goes out wide, looking in the direction of Holmes. Good step there by Gardner. Ball goes out of bounds and out off the clearance. Another throw-in coming up, this time for the Lions. Down and for the free kick. Another free kick opportunity coming up here for Maeser Prep. Standing over it to take will be number 12, Gavin Dayton, for the designated home side. Here with 30-34 left to go. Everybody lined up at the top of the 18. Only one on the wall for the Patriots. Dayton will whip a ball in. Goes back post, headed there. Simmons in the box, takes the shot, and can't put it on frame. Tried to pick out that bottom corner, as the clearance fell to him inside the box, but couldn't put it on frame. It goes out of bounds. And now a throw in for the Lions over on that far sideline. Ball back in play here, as now Alex Bay wins that one, plays it up to Tillman. Tillman trying to get around his mark. Johnson giving chase. Tillman giving chase. Seth Johnson clearing it out for the Lions. Throwing over on that far sideline for American Heritage. And it looks like Alex Bay will throw it in. He'll leave it for Cisneros. Cisneros throws it in. And cleared away by the Patriots. Ball played out wide to Hadfield. Hadfield keeps his footing. Trying to keep possession here is Hadfield. Nicely done by Ryan Bay to poke that one away. Goes out of bounds, and now a throw-in coming up here for the Lions. Quickly won back by American Heritage. Now Gardner, interception. Johnson lets that one roll, goes to Dayton. Dayton will go all the way back. Tries to go back to Max Fairbanks. Instead it goes out of bounds, and a corner kick opportunity, an unforced corner kick opportunity coming up here for American Heritage. And potential here off a set piece to see if they can try to take a lead. Will Stratton will head over to the far sideline to take this corner for the designated visiting side. Ball whipped in, goes back post. Tillman is there. The header is popped up into the air and cleared away by the Lions. Now Maeser Prep trying to hit on a quick counter as Simmons cuts inside. Coming across defensively there is Brockbank who clears it away. Throw-in coming up here for the Lions as Tim Hatfield gets this ball back in play. Giving chase here is Jackson Black, who will just boot this one away. Throw-in coming up now for the Lions. Simmons to throw it in for Maeser Prep. Ball goes into the box, headed away. Larson has to come back and collect. And nicely done there by Weston Larson, who reads that one well. Larson will boot it up for the Patriots. Falls to Werner. Werner brings it down, takes it to the sideline, cuts back. And a nice defensive effort there by Noah Johnson to poke this one away. Throw in now for Bay. Ball back in play, looking for Tillman, headed away. Comes down to Stevenson, who takes a heavy touch. Now Brockbank controlling for the Patriots. Johnson pokes this one away. Going the other way is Chavez. Chavez tries to float one in. No one there but Carson Vonk for the Patriots, who clears this one away. Alex Bay lets it bounce, now brings it in. Defended by Chavez. Tries to flick it through, does. Brockbank goes down. Bay in possession, the whistle and the foul called. Free kick coming up now for the American Heritage Patriots as Chavez commits the foul. Will Stratton to take for American Heritage. Stratton will boot this one up towards the top of the 18, cleared away, finds Alex Bay. Goes out wide to Cisneros, tries to play it back centrally. Loose ball in the middle of the park, now lands at Cisneros. Stratton collided there with Stevenson. Stratton called for the foul, and a free kick coming up for the Maeser Prep Lions. Ball comes out to Hatfield. Boots it up over the top. And Larson off his line will let that one come in safely into his hands as he collects. Weston Larson to boot it away. Tillman trying to track it down. It bounces. Seth Johnson giving chase. He'll just shield it off as it safely goes back into the hands of his goalkeeper, Max Fairbanks. Fairbanks boots it up. Chavez lets it bounce. Brockbank there for the Patriots to win it back. Now here's an opportunity for American Heritage as Alex Bay tries to poke it through. Nicely defended by Bowler. Noah Johnson in possession for the Lions. Plays it up the sideline, looking for Chavez. Jackson Black comes across, boots it away, goes out of bounds and out. Takes a deflection off of a Lion. And a throw-in coming up for American Heritage. Taking a look at some of the players to watch, the top contributors for both sides. Number 16, Stevenson for Maeser Prep, 20 goals, 5 assists. Watkins, 14 goals, 9 assists. And 17, Chavez with 8 goals and 7 assists on the season. Those are the players to watch for the Lions. Ball whipped in. Tillman is there, headed away by Garner as it goes out of bounds. Now a corner kick coming up here for the Patriots. Players to watch for American Heritage, number 9, Cale Tillman, 28 goals, 13 assists on the season. 7, Hughes, who is unavailable due to injury, 19 goals on the year, 9 assists, and Bay, who has 10 goals and 2 assists. Corner kick opportunity coming up here for American Heritage as Cale Tillman will whip it into the box. And the header, and it's in! The Patriots strike first! It's a goal for American Heritage. Ball whipped in by Bay. And Cale Tillman puts it into the back of the net. One nothing. American Heritage leads it. Huge early goal for the number 2 in the RPI. We resume action with the Lions after they go down a goal. How will Maeser Prep respond? Ryan Bay bringing it in for the Patriots. Ball given away. Here comes Chavez. Chavez on the attack. Chavez goes down. The whistle and a foul called. Free kick coming up for the Lions in a dangerous spot. And an opportunity here to put one into the box, create some chaos, and try to find that equalizer. Huge goal off the corner for the Patriots as they lead it. Can the Lions here respond with a play of their own? It'll be Stevenson standing over it to take. Stevenson whips it into the box, floated in, and it goes out of bounds and out for the goal kick. Ball back in play. Substitutions too, as well during the stoppage in play as Denzel Sonokori coming in for the Lions. Here's Tillman tracking this one down. Tillman does a good job to win it back. Here comes Cale Tillman with an opportunity. Plays it to Bay. Bay cuts inside, has options, goes out wide to Holmes. Holmes crosses it in towards Warner. Tillman with the header, and it goes wide of the post, and Cale Tillman, oh so close to doubling the lead. Substitution here for American Heritage now as Sam Warner will be checking out. Or excuse me, it'll be Brockbank checking in. Yes, Sam Warner will be checking out. John Brockbank into the game. Tillman a little shooken up after the header opportunity. Lions with possession, back in play. We'll have a stoppage in play as I'm not sure why. We'll see what the official heading over now to the sideline to talk to the American Heritage Patriots head coach, Jose Mia Garcia. And the fourth official, .20:55 left to go here in the first half. Patriots up 1-0. Conversation still being had over on that far sideline by the ref, his assistant, and the fourth official. We'll take a hydration break is what they'll call it here. Quick hydration break for both sides. 1-0 lead here for the American Heritage Patriots, thanks to a goal from Cale Tillman off a corner, assisted by Alex Bay. .87 degrees currently forecasted. That's why we get a little bit of a quick hydration break here for both sides. Warm day in the Salt Lake Valley. And the players back onto the pitch as we get ready to resume action. Here at America First Field, the official getting everything set, making sure we're ready to roll. Cale Tillman, the goal scorer, checked out. In is William Chen. Ball back in play here with the Lions. Comes out to Stevenson. Stevenson through ball to Denzel Sonokori. As that ball goes out of bounds and out, last touched off of Sonokori, so it'll be a throw-in for American Heritage. Lorenzo Cisneros to throw it in over on that far sideline near his own corner flag. Substitution is Cale Tillman back into the game. Tillman there getting his touch. Plays it out wide to Holmes. And quickly went back by Maeser Prep. This is Denzel Sonokori. Nicely defended by Cisneros. Ball goes out of bounds and out. Throw in here. Stevenson brings it down. Stevenson playing it to Reedy, who goes down. The whistle and a foul called. As Tyler Reedy forcing the foul here. A free kick coming up for the Lions in a dangerous spot as they trail it 1-0. Caleb Chavez standing over the ball to take 3 on the wall for the Patriots. Weston Larson, the senior goalkeeper, setting up his wall to his near post. Now 4 on the wall for the Patriots. Tillman moves off. It's now 3. Chavez, the whistle, the shot, floated over the bar and out for the goal kick. Got too much under it there, Caleb Chavez, as it goes sailing over the bar. And a goal kick here to boot it away for American Heritage. Larson to take. Ball takes a bounce over Cisneros as it goes out of bounds. Throw in here for the Lions as Denzel Sonokori will throw it in. Substitutions coming up for the Lions as well. Chavez moving centrally, Mehmet into the game. Ball whipped across to Tim Hadfield. Hadfield looks to play one into the box, cleared away by the Patriots. Chavez trying to track it down, does. Here's Caleb Chavez. Chavez tries to play it out wide to Mehmet and cleared away. This is now Garner who brings it down. Garner tries to float one in to Watkins. Defended well by Jackson Black, who boots it away. Ball back in play here. Stevenson flicks it through. Watkins trying to track it down and cleared it once more by Jackson Black. Chavez with the header gets it out to Mehmet. Mehmet brings it in. Mehmet with the touch to Stevenson. Stevenson now into the box. Stevenson crosses it in. Watkins was there but poked away by Jackson Black. Still an opportunity for the Lions and now cleared away. Denzel Sonokori was there. Ball booted away throw in for the Lions. Johnson flicks it through. Stevenson trying to track it down near the top of the 18, booted away by the Patriots. Now giving chase here is John Brockbank, who can't keep that one from going out of bounds. It's a throw in here for the Lions. Hatfield to throw it in. Mehmet flicks it through with the header. Watkins lets it bounce. Black covering Weston Larson off his line, who reads it and collects it well. 16:55 left to go here in the first half. It's a 1-0 lead for the American Heritage Patriots, thanks to a goal from their number 9, Cale Tillman, who opened the scoring and is the difference maker so far. Seth Johnson whips it to the near sideline for Hatfield. Hatfield will play it back to Garner. Garner bringing it in. With time and space, plays it across to Seth Johnson. Johnson carries, plays it to Dayton. Dayton up the sideline to Sono Corey. Sono Corey in centrally, plays it to Johnson. Johnson over the top to Stevenson giving chase. And Stevenson does a good job to keep that ball in bounds. Plays it back to Sono Corey, who plays it centrally to Johnson. Now back to Sono Corey and cleared away by the American Heritage Patriots. Seth Johnson will recover for the Lions. Maeser Prep back in possession here with Johnson. Johnson will play it back to Chavez. Chavez supports himself with Johnson. Now Noah Johnson, who plays it across the field looking for Mehmet. Mehmet giving chase. Gets to the ball. Crosses it in, goes near post. Watkins trying to get it to Watkins. Cleared away by Vonk. Mehmet crosses it in. Larson has to backpedal and just poke it over the bar. Could have been dangerous, but nicely done by Weston Larson to poke this one over his crossbar. As a corner kick now coming up for the Maeser Prep Lions. Chavez to take the corner here on the near sideline. Prior to substitutions coming up for both sides, Holmes will head to the bench for a breather. Checking in is number 19, Hansen, one of the goal scorers in the semifinal game. Also checking into the game will be number 8, Joseph Malicio. Substitution as well for the Lions prior to. Chavez plays it short and under, near post to Stevenson, takes a heavy touch. Does a good job to keep it from going out for the goal kick, but can't connect with Chavez as he tries to save that. And it goes out of bounds for the throw-in for the Patriots. Taken quickly, Brockbank giving chase. Seth Johnson boots it up. Chavez tries to flick it through with the header. Now here's Mehmet. Mehmet onto his right. Into the box. Crossed in near post. Cleared away by Jackson Black. Still an opportunity for the Lions as Chavez comes crashing into the box. Chavez now back on his feet, but the whistle and a foul called. A free kick coming up here as Chavez commits the foul with the heavy tackle. There's an American Heritage Patriot down after the play. We'll have a stoppage in play with 13:43 left to go as the training staff here at America First Field will have to rush on to take a look at the Patriots player. Looks like that's the goal scorer, Cale Tillman, who's down behind the play after his collision with Chavez. Brockbank comes over to the near sideline to hype up his own crowd. Tillman still down, and an opportunity for teams to hydrate once more with 13:43 left to go. Still stoppage here at Zions Bank, or excuse me, at America First Field. As Cale Tillman now gingerly getting back up on his feet. He'll be walked off to the far sideline. As the teams return to the fields, and we'll get ready to resume action here in the 2A championship game, where the American Heritage Patriots lead at 1-0, thanks to a goal from Cale Tillman. Free kick coming up here for the Patriots. Opportunity to boot this one up and away. Weston Larson to take for the Patriots. Boots this one away. Brockbank tries to bring it down. One back by the Lions. Here's Mehmet. Plays it centrally to Chavez. Nice spin. Nice cutback. Plays it to Stevenson. Stevenson pokes it through. It's a Bowler. Bowler in possession. Almost went down. Dayton now here with the ball. Plays it centrally to Stevenson. Stevenson goes down near the top of the 18. Ball lands at Mehmet, who takes the shot. Forces Larson to the save. And Denzel Sonokori, the freshman. Denzel Sonokori scores for the Lions. At the back post, crashes in, puts the rebound into the back of the net, and the freshman has us level with 13:06 left to go. It's 1-1 in the 2A state championship game. How about number 6, Denzel Sonokori, the freshman? Had an impressive performance in the semifinal, assisting and creating a couple of those goals on Thursday. Now here in the championship game, has the goal to put his side back on level terms. The Lions respond, and now both teams back on level terms. Stevenson will play it back to Garner. Garner plays it across to Johnson. Johnson in possession here. Will play it out to Dayton. Dayton centrally to Bowler. Bowler trying to poke it back out to Sonokori. But instead of the whistle and a foul called, a free kick coming up here for the Lions. $12:09 left to go. Ball whipped in near the top of the 18. Carson Vonk clears it away, but Vonk is down after the play. Ball cleared away as Alex Bay brings it down. Tries to play it through. Now Sonokori wins it back. And now we'll have a stoppage in play as Carson Vonk still inside the box. Down for the American Heritage Patriots. And another chance here for the trainers to check on Vonk, who after the clearance took a heavy fall onto the turf. Another chance here with the stoppage in play to hydrate. It's been a good 2A state championship game so far. Both teams with a couple of good opportunities. Weston Larson having to come up with a couple of saves. Tillman opened the scoring off a corner as he made it a goal to nothing. And then the freshman moments ago, Denzel Sonokori, who put the goal in for the equalizer. That's what has us here at 1-1 with 11:36 left to go. Good to see Carson Vonk back up on his feet. And now walking over to that far sideline to rejoin his team. Players back onto the pitch, getting ready to resume action here at America First Fields. Still 11:36 left to go in this first half as we resume action. Seth Johnson here in possession. Plays this one up to Stevenson. Heavy touch and booted away by Ryan Bay. Ryan Bay now brings it in for the Patriots. Bay looking for options. Up the sideline, giving chase here is John Brockbank. Covered by Gardner, and that one will just roll out of bounds and out. A goal kick coming up here for the Lions. Up that far sideline, it's Dayton. Plays it in centrally to Johnson. Johnson looks to go back out to the sideline towards Chavez. Chavez bringing it in. Gets past two. Can't get past the third, but brought down. The whistle and a foul called. Free kick coming up here. We'll have another stoppage in play as number 8, Joseph Milizio, sees yellow. First yellow card caution issued of the game, and it goes to the American Heritage Patriots as Milizio will have to head to the bench on the yellow card. Carson Vonk back into the game for American Heritage. We resume action with the free kick. Johnson floats one in towards the top of the 18. Header flick through. Larson off his line, collects it, and brings it in safely. Larson will now boot this one up and away. And centrally towards Bowler. Bowler for the Lions brings it in. Stratton steps, wins it back. Will Stratton doing a good job defensively there for the Patriots. Ball booted in over the top. Johnson will give chase as he lets that one roll out of bounds and out for the throw-in. Maeser prep over on that far sideline. Ball back in play. Alex Bay trying to steal it back. Now here's Johnson, who pokes it centrally to Stevenson. Stevenson will go out to the near sideline for Hatfield. Hatfield there steps, beats Ryan to the ball. Now ball played in over the top. Simmons on the sideline. Can't connect. It goes over and out for the throw in here on the near sideline. Ryan Bay to throw it in for the Patriots. Prior to substitutions coming up for American Heritage, as well as Holmes checking back into this game. Number 4, Joseph Holmes back in, and number 10, Sam Warner back in for the Patriots. Ryan Bay to throw it in for American Heritage here on the near sideline. The designated visiting side who took a lead early. Now Johnson winning it back for the Lions. Hadfield plays it back, supports himself with Gardner. To Johnson, now wide to Hadfield. Hadfield up the sideline. Gets past one, gets past two. Can't get past a third as Ryan Bay comes up with the defensive challenge. It takes a deflection off of Hadfield. Out of bounds and out here on the near sideline as Ryan Bay to throw it in. Gets it into Tillman. Tillman flicks it through, only to find Bowler. Bowler in for the Lions. Centrally, Stevenson brings it down. Stevenson has options. Stevenson has possession. Plays it out wide to Simmons. Simmons giving chase. Keeps it in bounds. The cross comes in, floated towards the near post. And now Alex Bay brings it down. Ryan Bay goes back to Vonk. Vonk, who boots it up and away, clears it out. And a throw-in coming up now for the Lions in the attacking third. Noah Johnson to throw it in. He'll leave it for Hadfield. Hatfield likes those long distant throws. We'll see one here from Tim Hatfield, who plays it into the box, top of the 18. Brought down by Dayton, who flicks it on with the header and into the hands of Weston Larson. Senior goalkeeper off his line to collect and is able to boot this away for the Patriots. As that ball goes out of bounds, a throw in for Dayton over on that far sideline. Ball back in play here with Johnson. Seth Johnson centrally to Noah Johnson. Now back to Garner. Garner plays it across to Seth Johnson. Noah Johnson now in the middle of the park. Out wide to Hatfield. Hatfield tries to play one in over the top towards Watkins, defended by Jackson Black. Now Noah Johnson. Alex Bay floats one in. Free kick and a whistle, as the Lions will have an opportunity here to boot this one away. Ball played in, looking for Watkins, who flicked it over with his head. Just got a little bit too much on it as it goes out of bounds and out. A goal kick coming up here for American Heritage. 6:29 left to go in the first. This is Alex Bay. Goes down, one back by the Lions. And cleared away by Carson Vonk, who comes across defensively. Ryan Bay bringing it in. Ryan Bay playing it across and booted over the top by Will Stratton. And that one will just go safely into the hands of Max Fairbanks. For the Lions, he'll play it short to Johnson. Johnson centrally to Bowler. Bowler goes back, supports himself with Seth Johnson. Johnson carries, brings up possession for the Lions with time and space. Out wide to Dayton. Dayton back centrally towards Johnson. Johnson looks to switch play over to Hatfield and does. Hatfield up the sideline. Ryan Bay gets a deflection. And the whistle and a foul called. They'll say it was a handball against Ryan Bay. Free kick coming up for the Lions as Garner will stand over it to take. Garner boots this one up towards the top of the 18. Cleared away by the Patriots. Bay tracks it down. Bay plays it over the top. Warner giving chase. Ryan Bay again. Goes out of bounds and out off of Seth Johnson. A throw in here for the Patriots on the near sideline. Ball goes out of bounds and out. A throw in coming up for the Lions prior to a substitution for Maeser Prep. Checking out will be Stevenson as he heads to the bench for a breather. Checking in the game, number 19, Tyler Reedy, one of the goal scorers in that semifinal matchup against St. Joseph. 3-2 the final in that one. 1-1 apiece here with 4 minutes left to go. Ball goes out wide to Dayton, heavy touch, and it will trickle out of bounds and out for the goal kick. Garner takes it short. Back to Fairbanks. Fairbanks across to Johnson. Johnson plays it up, and Chavez comes in, commits the foul, and a free kick coming up. We'll have another stoppage in play as The Patriot player is down after the play. Looks like that's Brockbank, number 12, Tanner Brockbank, who back on his feet now, but gingerly making his way over to that far sideline. Free kick coming up for American Heritage with 3:15 left to go here in the first half. There's still a goal in this half to play. We'll have another stoppage here as the assistant heading over to the center official. And the match has now been temporarily suspended. There is a unauthorized drone flying over the stadium, and until the drone makes its way off, we'll stop play. And one of the most bizarre stoppages that we've seen here at the state championship game. The drone is still in the air over the stadium. Both teams over on that far sideline still. Still trying to get the drone away. The teams now returning to the pitch as we get ready to resume action here in the first half. 3:15 left to go, all tied up at 1-1. A free kick. Oh, and it looks like they're sending him back. Well, we were momentarily getting ready to resume, but now we are forced to send them back. The drone continues to return to fly over the stadium. As we'll have another stoppage here. And while we While we wait for things to settle down here and get sorted out, we'll take a quick step aside. We have a stoppage in play due to an unauthorized drone flying over the stadium. More action when we return here on Team Hive Live on KSLSports.com.
Hi, I'm Barrett Hilton with TeamHive.live, where we've created a locally run video streaming platform for Utah schools. On our website, you're not going to wade through a bunch of unrelated content. You bring up TeamHive.live and you're just going to find a lot of high school sports and events. We've created tools that make it super easy for you to create events and stream to our site. And if you ever need help with anything, you can give me a call. So I want to invite your school to join the team. If you're a Utah high school, you can stream live on Team Hive. That's TeamHive.live, powered by Centricom.
As a urologist, my job includes treating kidney stones, diagnosing, treating prostate cancer, and other disorders of the urinary system. Here at CVMC, specialists and primary care physicians all work very closely together.
As a family physician, being able to have continuity of care and direct relationships with our specialists is something we're very fortunate to have here.
I'm Dr. David Sewell, board-certified urologist. I'm proud to provide state-of-the-art care here at Central Valley Medical Center.
For more than 3 decades, the Intermountain Power Project has served as a model of regional energy cooperation, generating and transmitting coal-fueled electricity to a diverse group of municipal utilities and rural electric cooperatives with operations across 6 U.S. states. Now Intermountain Power is expanding its role as a regional energy hub, including utilizing renewable energy resources. Intermountain Power is proud to support and invest in our central Utah communities. Visit IPAUtah.com to learn more about IPP Renewed. Jones and DeMille Engineering was founded with a simple mission: to shape the quality of life with a personalized touch. As a full-service civil engineering firm, they provide value beyond the project, creating places where people live, work, and thrive. For over 40 years, they've proudly served our communities, enhancing lives through their work. Join their team and become a dedicated community improvement leader. Whether you're an engineer or just love infrastructure, they invite you to seek a career with them. Jones and DeMille Engineering, shaping the quality of life.
From commercial to recreational truck accessories, Mountain Land Truck Outfitters has got what you need: flatbeds, spray and bed liners, lifts and leveling kits, wheels and tires. Mountain Land Truck Outfitters proudly uses a brand you know and trust. And with our experienced, knowledgeable, and friendly staff, your visit here will be informative and enjoyable. Stop into our convenient location in Provo at 265 South 100 West, or call 801-225-4637 to get a quote for your fleet or individual truck. Mountain Land Truck Outfitters.
Well, I don't think that we've ever had a drone delay. We've had rain delays in championship games, but now we've had to endure through a drone delay as there was an unauthorized drone flying over the stadium. And that is why we had a long stoppage. We resume action with a free kick for the American Heritage Patriots. Ball whipped in, goes back post, and it skims across the face of goal and out of bounds and out for the goal kick. Welcome back into America First Field. I'm Alex Napoles here on TeamHive.live, powered by Centricom here on KSLSports.com. It's 1-1 with 2:57 left to go here in this first half. A goal from Cale Tillman is what started off the scoring as the Patriots took a lead off a corner kick, and then the freshman Denzel Sono-Corey who scored the equalizer. And that's where we stand with time running down here in the first half. Ryan Bay loses the ball to Simmons. Simmons up the sideline. Simmons with an opportunity to cross it in. Does. Carson Vonk is there with a defensive clearance. It goes out of bounds and out. A throw-in coming up, a corner kick coming up here for the Maeser Prep Lions. No, it will be a throw-in. Simmons goes near post, headed away by the Patriots. Ball stolen away by Alex Bay, and an opportunity nicely defended by Gardner. And plays it out wide to the goal scorer, Sono-Corey. Sono-Corey gets past one. Plays it in centrally to Reedy. Reedy battling out possession. Here's the Patriots and the Lions. Comes out to Johnson. Johnson plays it wide to Hatfield. Hatfield up the sideline looking for Simmons. Nice step by Ryan Bay to intercept. Ryan Bay plays it to Alex Bay. Across now to Melicio. And a ball giving chase there by Holmes. Joseph Holmes can't get on the end of it. The cross comes in, but it goes out of bounds and out. A goal kick coming up here for the Lions. A minute left to go here in this first half. Ball goes out of bounds and out. Throw in now for the Lions. Ball booted away by Carson Vonk. And that ball will just trickle out of bounds and out for the goal kick. Goal kick coming up here for the Lions, taken short and quick. Alex Bay winning it inside the box. Bowler comes across with a defensive challenge. That ball goes out of bounds once more. Another throw-in coming up, another corner kick coming up for the Patriots with time running down. See if we have a buzzer beater here. Ball floated in, punched out by Fairbanks, and that'll do it here for the first half. An eventful first half, to say the least. 2 goals scored, 1 by each side. Cale Tillman opened the scoring to make it 1-0. Denzel Sono-Corey scored to tie things up at 1-1. A couple of injury stoppages, and then a lengthy drone delay. All within the first 40 minutes. We'll see what the second 40 have in store for us as we're all tied up heading into the halftime break here on TeamHive.live, powered by Centricom, as always on KSLSports.com.
Riverton Chevy is more than just a dealership. For over 103 years, our family has proudly served this community because Utah is our home. Through our Everyday Champions program, we celebrate those who make our community stronger. Military, teachers, and first responders, our local champions never pay for oil changes with the purchase of a new vehicle. Thank you for making Riverton Chevy your dealership for over a century. Visit us today in South Jordan or online at rivertonchevy.com. Still the Chevyweight champion.
Sanpete Steel in Moroni was founded in 1994 and is one of the major steel construction companies in the Intermountain West. Specializing in structural steel fabrication and assembly, Sanpete Steel's impressive portfolio includes the Hales Theater in Sandy and structures on the campuses of the University of Utah, BYU, and UVU. Sanpete Steel in Moroni, where their motto is done right and on time, at 685 East Main Street. Call today at 800-261-1026. That's 800-261-1026. Or go to sanpetesteel.com.
At UCCU, we'll provide you with a low-rate line of credit that makes it easy to access the equity in your home with no fees or closing costs.
Simply complete an application on your phone or computer and select the low-rate option you prefer.
And then sit back and enjoy the peace of mind that comes from knowing you have a low-rate line of credit. Ready for whatever life throws at you.
To learn more or start your application, visit uccu.com or stop by any branch.
Marijuana has a lot of names, and even more opinions about it. It's a gray area. And even though we don't know everything about it, we do know that the adolescent brain is still under construction until early adulthood. A developing brain's gray matter, the stuff that lets kids think, analyze, and create, can be impacted by misusing cannabis at a young age. So talk to your kids. Let them know that gray matters.
To learn more, visit graymatters.utah.gov.
Jorgensen's Power Sports is your one-stop shop for all of your outdoor adventure needs. We carry a wide variety of ATVs, UTVs, RVs, firearms, outdoor accessories, and much more. Complete with both a service and warranty department. Check us out online at www.jhsport.com or give us a call at 435-896-6408.
Vince Lombardi once said, "The measure of who we are is what we do with what we have." The quote rings true whether applied to our country, our schools, our homes, or on the field of play. We applaud our student athletes for their hard work and determination on the field and in the classroom. Brought to you by Sunrise Engineering, promoting excellence in sports and education. Visit us at sunrise-eng.com. That's sunrise-eng.com.
Your car carries you and those you love through the days and years. It deserves the best care you can give it. At Burt Brothers, we can help with that. We've been doing it better than anyone else since 1991, and we'll keep doing it to get you through all the important moments on life's roads. Because cars are more than how we get from here to there, they're how we get from there to here. Find your nearest store and discover special offers at burtbrothers.com.
In the fast-paced world we live in, every second counts. Whether it's staying productive in your home office or enjoying entertainment with no buffering. With CentraWave from Centracom, experience ultra-fast, next-generation, reliable internet that keeps your whole family connected. CentraWave by Centracom. Fast, reliable, everywhere. Get connected today. Visit www.centracom.com/CentraWave or call 1-800-427-8449.
I'm Dr. Brandon Beck, and I'm one of the general surgeons at Central Valley Medical Center. One of the best parts of my job as a general surgeon is to interact with a wide variety of people. And many of those people have experienced chronic conditions or painful things for many years. And there is nothing better than helping them to work through those conditions and to have an improved quality of life. I'm happy to be back in Utah at Central Valley Medical Center serving the people in our community.
For more than 3 decades, the Intermountain Power Project has served as a model of regional energy cooperation, generating and transmitting coal-fueled electricity to a diverse group of municipal utilities and rural electric cooperatives with operations across 6 U.S. states. Now Intermountain Power is expanding its role as a regional energy hub, including utilizing renewable energy resources. Intermountain Power is proud to support and invest in our central Utah communities. Visit IPAUtah.com to learn more about IPP Renewed. Jones & DeMille Engineering was founded with a simple mission to shape the quality of life with a personalized touch. As a full-service civil engineering firm, they provide value beyond the project, creating places where people live, work, and thrive. For over 40 years, they've proudly served our communities, enhancing lives through their work. Join their team and become a dedicated community improvement leader. Whether you're an engineer or just love infrastructure, they invite you to seek a career with them. Jones & DeMille Engineering, shaping the quality of life.
From commercial to recreational truck accessories, Mountain Land Truck Outfitters has got what you need. Flatbeds, spray and bed liners, lifts and leveling kits, wheels and tires. Mountain Land Truck Outfitters proudly uses a brand you know and trust. And with our experienced, knowledgeable, and friendly staff, your visit here will be informative and enjoyable. Stop into our convenient location in Provo at 265 South 100 West or call 801-225-4637 to get a quote for your fleet or individual truck. Mountain Land Truck Outfitters.
Riverton Chevy is more than just a dealership. For over 103 years, our family has proudly served this community because Utah is our home. Through our Everyday Champions program, we celebrate those who make our community stronger. Military, teachers, and first responders. Our local champions never pay for oil changes with the purchase of a new vehicle. Thank you for making Riverton Chevy your dealership for over a century. Visit us today in South Jordan or online at rivertonchevy.com. Still the Chevyweight champion.
Sanpete Steel in Moroni was founded in 1994 and is one of the major steel construction companies in the Intermountain West. Specializing in structural steel fabrication and assembly, Sanpete Steel's impressive portfolio includes the Hales Theater in Sandy and structures on the campuses of the University of Utah, BYU, and UVU. Sanpete Steel in Moroni, where their motto is done right and on time at 685 East Main Street. Call today at 800-261-1026. That's 800-261-1026 or go to sanpetesteel.com.
At UCCU, we'll provide you with a low-rate line of credit that makes it easy to access the equity in your home with no fees or closing costs.
Simply complete an application on your phone or computer and select the low-rate option you prefer.
And then sit back and enjoy the peace of mind that comes from knowing you have a low-rate line of credit. Ready for whatever life throws at you.
To learn more or start your application, visit uccu.com or stop by any branch.
Marijuana has a lot of names, and even more opinions about it. It's a gray area. And even though we don't know everything about it, we do know that the adolescent brain is still under construction until early adulthood. A developing brain's gray matter The stuff that lets kids think, analyze, and create can be impacted by misusing cannabis at a young age. So talk to your kids. Let them know that gray matters.
To learn more, visit graymatters.utah.gov.
Jorgensen's Power Sports is your one-stop shop for all of your outdoor adventure needs. We carry a wide variety of ATVs, UTVs, RVs, firearms, outdoor accessories, and much more. Complete with both a service and warranty department. Check us out online at www.jhsport.com or give us a call at 435-896-6408.
Vince Lombardi once said, "The measure of who we are is what we do with what we have." The quote rings true whether applied to our country, our schools, our homes, or on the field of play. We applaud our student athletes for their hard work and determination on the field and in the classroom. Brought to you by Sunrise Engineering, promoting excellence in sports and education. Visit us at sunrise-eng.com. That's sunrise-eng.com.
And want to welcome you back into America First Field as we get ready to start second half action between the American Heritage Patriots and the Maeser Prep Lions, as two teams in search for their first ever boys soccer state championship win. All tied up at 1-1 apiece as we start second half action. It is the American Heritage Patriots in the white. They'll be going to the right of your screen here to start second half action, and it is the Maeser Prep Lions in their navy blue, and they'll be going to the left here in the second half. It was Cale Tillman for the American Heritage Patriots who got the scoring started. Goal off a corner kick to give the Patriots a 1-0 lead, and then Denzel Sono-Corey was able to score the equalizer in that first half. That's what has us tied up at 1-1 as Fairbanks collects, plays it out. Let's see if we can find a winner here in the next 39 or so minutes, or if overtime looms for us. Stevenson goes down, nothing called. That ball trickles back to Weston Larson, who collects. And the Patriots here with an opportunity to clear this one away. Ball booted up by Larson. Lands at Alex Bay. And a handball called against Bay. Free kick coming up here for the Lions. Play to the near sideline for Chavez. Nicely poked away by Cisneros. Dayton to throw it in. Trying to find Stevenson. Stratton there takes a deflection. Bowler with the shot from distance. As that one safely into the hands of Weston Larson. Johnson winning it back for the Lions. Ball played through to Watkins. Watkins back to Johnson. Johnson now into the box. Johnson crosses it in. Stratton there defensively. Cisneros goes to ground. Still can't clear it away. And now booted out. Takes the deflection as it goes out of bounds and out. A throw-in coming up here for the Patriots, but a good, dangerous opportunity there. Nice link-up play between Watkins and Johnson as Johnson found himself inside the box. And ultimately just couldn't get the shot off that he wanted because of the defensive effort from Will Stratton. Now Johnson back in possession here for the Lions, who takes it from distance, and Larson's forced into a big save. Huge save there by Weston Larson to deny the shot from distance from Noah Johnson. A corner kick coming up here for the Lions, and a lively start to the second half from the number one in the RPI. Corner kick and a set-piece opportunity coming up for Maeser Prep. Ball whipped in, goes near post, cleared away by Jackson Black. Now Dayton, who brings it in. Holmes goes to ground. The whistle and a foul will call the free kick. No, they'll say it's a throw-in here for the Patriots. Cisneros plays it back in. Lions quickly back into possession with Stevenson. Stratton there with the interception. Quickly won back by Johnson, leaves it for Bowler. Bowler plays it to Johnson. Johnson looking for options back centrally, takes a deflection, and cleared away by Jackson Black. Next one comes down to Gardner. Gardner goes out wide. Up to Simmons. Huge defensive tackle there from Carson Vonk. Cleared away momentarily. Hadfield back in possession. Hadfield trying to take it up the sideline for the Lions. It goes out of bounds and out. A throw-in coming up here for Maeser Prep. Ball played in. Now the Patriots going the other way. Big collision, big tackle as advantage is played. Holmes running up the sideline. Joseph Holmes giving chase. Johnson coming across and clears it away. A throw-in coming up as Jackson Black is down behind the play inside his own box. And we'll have a stoppage here to take a look at Black. 35-48 left to go here in the first half, or excuse me, the second half. Prior to a throw-in for the Patriots over on the other end. Still taking a look at Jackson Black over here on the defensive end for the Maeser Prep Lions. Black, who's been a phenomenal defensive piece for this Maeser Prep Lions side. Doing a great job tonight defending a high goal scorer like Jat Watkins. Now good to see Jackson Black back up on his feet, as he'll gingerly walk his way over to that far sideline. We hope that Jackson Black is okay and he's able to return for the Patriots, as he's been a key defensive part for this side. Ready to resume action. Cisneros will play it in. Ball comes back to Brockbank, who floats one into the box. Header flicked through and cleared away by the Lions. Another throw-in coming up, this time for the designated visiting American Heritage Patriots. Cisneros to throw it in. And the whistle and a foul called, a free kick against American Heritage. It's a turnover here off the free kick. It'll be Lions ball as Seth Johnson will resume action. Johnson boots this one up towards Chavez. Cisneros gets a foot on it. Lands at Bay. Bay to Stratton. Stratton over the top. Warner bringing it down. And the offside flag raised. It will not count as Sam Warner caught in the offside position. Here with Noah Johnson. Tries to play it up the sideline, and instead it'll just trickle out of bounds and out the Goal kick coming up here as it's played short to Tillman. Now, Lions back in possession only momentarily as Brockbank wins it back for the Patriots. Brockbank goes down, the whistle, a foul called, and we'll have a stoppage in play here as Noah Johnson will go into the book. Yellow card caution issued to Johnson. As Brockbank now down. Brockbank still down. Well, there's no denying that this game has been very physical between these two sides as we get ready to resume action here in the second half. Still tied up at 1-1 apiece between the Lions and the Patriots. Ball played in over the top. Cleared away by Maeser Prep. Brockbank. Chavez plays it through. Here's Stevenson. Stevenson now with an opportunity. Slide tackle from Carson Vonk. The whistle, a foul called, a free kick. And Carson Vonk will go into the book. A yellow card has been issued to number 25, Carson Vonk, for the tackle. And a free kick coming up here for the Maeser Prep Lions. Vonk will have to sub out. Dangerous tackle there by Vonk. And now a free kick for the Lions. 4 on the wall for the Patriots. Weston Larson setting up his wall at his near post. Simmons, the shot, and it goes over the bar and out. A goal kick coming up here. Carson Vonk immediately back into the game as Malicio will head to the far sideline for a breather. Ball booted away by Weston Larson, only to find the Lions, and Stratton now will boot this one away. Giving chase there is Hadfield for the Lions. Falls to Stratton. Patriots back in possession. Ball played in over the top. Giving chase here is Gardner. Gardner who will boot this one up and away. Reedy trying to win that one in the middle of the park. Loses it to Alex Bay. Bay here with an opportunity. Looking for options. Goes down. Pokes it through to Brockbank. Tanner Brockbank. Goes out wide, looking for Holmes. Through ball in behind. Pamex Fairbanks off his line. Reads it and collects. Ball booted out. And quickly back into possession is American Heritage. The ball goes back to Carson Vonk. Vonk plays it up. Intercepted by Bowler. Here's Reedy. Reedy goes to Bowler. Bowler plays it to Stevenson. Stevenson turns. Stevenson with time and space. Plays it through to Watkins. Watkins inside the box. And across comes Lorenzo Cisneros to boot this one away. Huge defensive play there by Cisneros. And clears it out. A big opportunity as Watkins was inside the box, but nicely defended by the Patriots. 31-37 left to go. This ball played into the box. Header flicked through by Reedy and safely into the hands of Weston Larson. Larson now can boot this one away and clear his lines for the Patriots. Ball booted away. Dayton with the header. This is Reedy. Gets past one. Reedy plays it centrally to Bowler. Bowler teeing it up. Floated through. Watkins is there. Off his line is Larson, who reads and collects. It's done again by Weston Larson to deny an opportunity from the Maeser Prep Lions. He'll boot this one away. Reedy quickly winning it back. Now brought down by Bay. Patriots in possession with Cisneros, who can't get it back to Bay. It goes out of bounds and out. A throw-in coming up here for the Lions. Prior to substitutions coming up here for both sides. Simmons heading to the bench for a breather. Johnson back into the game. For the Lions, checking in also is Mehmet. And Jackson Black also returning to the lineup. Good to see him back in after the earlier stoppage. Jackson Black returns. They're from Chen to try to win that ball back. It's the Lions in possession here with Johnson. Johnson played centrally to Noah Johnson. Gets past one, gets past two, plays it to Stevenson. Stevenson takes it from distance, comes crashing off of Carson Vonk as Tanner Brockbank down behind the play. And Tanner Brockbank down in some serious pain. Another stoppage in play here with 29:37 left to go. Tanner Brockbank being looked at by the training staff for the Patriots, and Brockbank will now make his way over to that far sideline. Good to see him back on his feet. Now being assisted by his teammates and the trainer over to that far sideline. Getting ready to resume action here at America First Field. Ball booted away by Melizio, who just checked in. Comes down to Joseph Holmes. Holmes plays it into Tillman. Tillman tries to get it back to Alex Bay. Pass behind him, and now the Lions back in possession. Here's Mehmet running up that far sideline. Plays it centrally to Watkins. Watkins holds it up, plays it centrally, and poked away by Stevenson. Stevenson and Bay collide. Bowler, Stevenson, out wide to Chavez. Chavez into the box. And a shot from distance that goes safely into the hands of Weston Larson. Nicely done there by Caleb Chavez to beat Cisneros to the punch. Gets the shot off, but Weston Larson saving it. Dayton winning it back. Here comes the Lions quickly going down the other way. Gets it to Chavez. Chavez gets past Cisneros. Crosses it in, goes far back post. Mehmet is there. Header back into the mix and cleared away by the American Heritage Patriots. This ball lands to Gardner. Gardner out wide, giving chase here is Hatfield. Tries to keep it in. as it goes out of bounds and out. A throw-in for the American Heritage Patriots over on the far sideline. Ball back in play. This is Stratton. Chen giving chase. Jackson Black taking it to the corner. Gets it to Cisneros. Cisneros up the sideline. Bay. Heavy touch, and Alex Bay can't bring it in. It goes out of bounds and out. A Lion ball here with Dayton throwing it in. Cisneros comes across, commits the foul. Catches the back there of Mehmet. And a free kick coming up for the Maeser Prep Lions with Gavin Dayton standing over it to take. Dayton will look to whip this in. Goes towards the top corner and forces Larson into tipping that over the crossbar. A long distance effort from Gavin Dayton that could have caused some danger. Instead, a corner kick coming up here. Goes short near post. Tillman is there, clears it away. Lions still in possession as Bowler got a touch onto it. It goes out of bounds and out. A throw-in coming up here for the American Heritage Patriots over on that far sideline. Ryan Bay throws it in, gets it to Stratton. Stratton boots one in over the top. Giving chase here is Gardner as that ball goes out of bounds and out. A throw-in now coming up for the Patriots. Throw-in for William Chen over on that far sideline. Plays it to Bay. Ryan Bay crosses it in. Headed away by Stevenson. Here's Watkins trying to track it down. Watkins tries to poke it through to Chavez, who's running in. Vonk will come across and clear it away. Throw-in now for the Lions over on the far sideline in the attacking third. With 25:35 left to go. Still tied up at 1-1. Substitutions getting ready for the Lions as well. Ball whipped in. Takes a bounce back post. Mehmet is there. Some way, somehow, Weston Larson comes up with a diving effort to deny Mehmet at the back post. Corner kick coming up for the Lions. Prior to substitutions coming up here for both sides. Sono Corey back into the game. Gardner checking in as well. Corner whipped in, goes back post. The header, another big save by Larson. Garner with the shot, cleared away by Holmes. And Weston Larson standing on his head. Coming up big again for the Patriots. Still an opportunity. Noah Johnson lets that one roll out of bounds. A corner kick coming up. And another chance for the Lions. Johnson tried to play it quick. We'll leave it for Chavez. Weston Larson, huge save. Can the Lions do it again? Ball whipped in. This time goes over the bar and out for the goal kick, and a much needed goal kick coming up here for the Patriots. An opportunity to clear their lines and get this ball away. Weston Larson having to come up big here in the second half for his side. Good to see Tanner Brockbank back in for the American Heritage Patriots as well, as he just checked back in. Sono Corey lets this one go out of bounds. Throw in coming up for the Lions. More substitutions coming up, this time for the Patriots. As William Chen checking out. Checking out as well will be Joseph Holmes. Into the game, John Brockbank. And Sam Warner. Tanner Brockbank giving chase, collects, wins ball back, goes to ground. Cisneros plays it through to Tillman. Tillman trying to get it back out wide to John Brockbank. As this one kept in by Denzel Sono Corey. Cuts back to his left. Now up the sideline. Still an opportunity from the freshman here. Black trying to win it back. There's Chavez who takes it from distance and can't put it on frame. Ball goes over the bar and out for the goal kick. Opportunity now for the Patriots to clear their lines prior to. It looks like there's a player down behind the play as Tanner Brockbank down again for the Patriots. Tanner Brockbank, who checked back in just moments ago, down again. And he'll have to be carried off to that far sideline. 22:01 left to go. Substitutions as Malizio checking back in for the Patriots. Ball booted away by Weston Larson. Foul there on against Sam Warner as Stevenson goes to ground. A free kick coming up here for the Maeser Prep Academy Lions. That ball goes out to Hatfield. Sam Warner down again, making a challenge, this time winning possession back. Now ball back towards Sam Warner, who floats one in over the top. Can't keep that one from going out of bounds. And it's a throw-in coming up over on that far sideline for the Lions. Hatfield to throw it in. Headed there by Ryan Bay. It goes out of bounds. A corner kick coming up here for the Lions. Taken quickly into Chavez. Chavez there with the header and pushed away by Weston Larson. Chavez came in running into the box all by himself. Almost picked out that bottom corner, but Weston Larson makes another big save. A corner kick coming up again on the other end. Chavez floats it in, near post, comes off the post. Still in play as Chavez can whip it in, goes back post. Brought in by Garner, tries to get it to Hatfield. Hatfield brings it down. Ball whipped in, takes a deflection, another corner kick coming up. Third straight corner kick opportunity here for the Lions. Chavez whips it in and cleared momentarily by the Patriots. Brockbank trying to win that ball back. Now cleared by Carson Vonk. We'll go back to Seth Johnson for the Lions. Plays it up the sideline to Hadfield. Hadfield trying to get it back out wide. Still Hadfield. Does a good job keeping that ball in. Lions here in possession. Centrally towards Stevenson. Stevenson cuts it back, looking for options. Back to Chavez. Chavez floats one in. Goes back to Sono Corey. Into the box. Gardner turns, shot, and it's in! Jaden Gardner hits a goal for the Lions! Larson got a fingertip to it, but couldn't put enough behind it with the save. Instead, it hits the side netting. And Gardner makes it 2-1 for the Lions. Down a goal to nothing. They've come back and take a 2-1 lead with 19:01 left to go. Here's the goal scorer, Gardner. Back in possession is Brockbank. Brockbank carries up the sideline, keeps his footing. Chance to cross it in, goes near post, cleared away by the Lions. Cisneros, heavy touch. Stevenson gets it to Sono Corey. Cuts back towards the sideline. And can't keep that one from going out of bounds. A throw in here. Prior to substitutions, and big response is needed. For the Patriots. Have a stoppage here as Matthew Brady, who just checked in, will have to hurry up and head back to the bench. Tanner Brockbank back in. I think Matthew Brady made it onto the field without putting on his shin guards. More substitutions as Jaden Gardner, the goal scorer, heading to the bench for a breather. Chavez also off. And they'll take this opportunity for a hydration break. 17:51 left to go. Maeser prep up, 2-1. And with this hydration break, we'll take a quick step aside here on TeamHive.live on KSLSports.com.
Your car carries you and those you love through the days and years. It deserves the best care you can give it. At Burt Brothers, we can help with that. We've been doing it better than anyone else since 1991, and we'll keep doing it to get you through all the important moments on life's roads. Because cars are more than how we get from here to there, they're how we get from there to here. Find your nearest store and discover special offers at burtbrothers.com.
My parents know nothing about gaming. I told them we needed Centricom Fiber because it's by far the fastest and most reliable internet speeds.
Hey bud, dinner's ready. Time to turn off the game box.
Alright, this round's almost over.
These days, kids do a lot of their homework online. They talk to their teachers, they receive assignments, and they do research, all from our kitchen table. That's why I chose Centricom Fiber Internet. They have the fastest and most reliable connection, so my kids can stay on top of their schoolwork.
And following the hydration break, the teams take the pitch as we get ready to resume action here in the 2A state championship game. The Lions, moments of go, taking a 2-1 lead. Thanks to a goal from senior Jaden Gardner, who checked in, now back on the bench for a breather. And the American Heritage Patriots trying to find an equalizer to get themselves back in this one. Cisneros heads it through. Ball lands at Bowler. Bowler can't get past Ryan Bay, who tries to get it out wide to Joseph Holmes. Heavy touch, cleared away. And it goes out of bounds and out. A throw-in coming up here for the Patriots over on the far sideline. Ball played in to Bay. The cross comes in near post and safely into the hands of Max Fairbanks, who now can clear this one away. Plays it short to Johnson. Johnson across to Dayton. Dayton up the sideline. Plays it to Watkins. Watkins brings it in. Waiting for runners. Now has Stevenson. Stevenson up the sideline. Takes it to the corner flag. Plays it back. Sono Corey trying to get it back to Stevenson. Cleared away. Only to find Dayton. Dayton whips it in. Watkins inside the box. Cleared away by Malicio. Stevenson's trying to get on the end of it and cleared away now by Stratton for the Patriots. Sono Corey couldn't flick that one through as Lorenzo Cisneros comes across and clears it away. Throw in here for the designated home side, the number one in the RPI, up a goal with a 2-1 scoreline. Now Dayton crosses it into the box. Bowler collects, plays it out wide. Ball whipped in. Tillman headed it away. And now the Patriots here in possession only momentarily as Dayton will clear this one out. This is Holmes for the Patriots. Tackle, and as Malicio goes down, Simmons comes across, makes the challenge. And the ref says no more. This is the final warning. Free kick coming up. No, a throw-in coming up. Malicio to throw it in. Ball goes out of bounds. Another throw-in coming up here for the Patriots. Malicio plays it in. One back by the Lions, who boots this one away. Malicio takes a bounce at the center circle. Giving chase here is Tanner Brockbank, who goes down. The whistle, a foul called, and a free kick coming up here for the Patriots. Alex Bay coming over to take the free kick. He'll leave it for Vonk. Carson Vonk will play one into the box. Takes a bounce right in front of Fairbanks, and Fairbanks collects. Ball played out quickly. Here come the Lions. Ball whipped in over Tanner, and Cisneros now in possession. Takes a touch centrally into the center circle, plays it to Bay. Bay tries to play one through to Alex Bay. Now Sonos Corey giving chase. It goes out of bounds. Throw-in coming up here for the Patriots. Cisneros to throw it in. Ball will float through. Back in possession here are the Lions with Dayton. Ball Ball given away. This is Alex Bay who brings it in. Back to Cisneros. Cisneros floats one in to Tillman. Tillman looking up, has options, goes into the box. Holmes is there. Holmes with the shot, but can't hit it cleanly. And it goes safely into the hands of Max Fairbanks. Oh, but it won't stand. The offside flag raised over on that far sideline. So even if Holmes was able to find the back of the net on that one, the offside flag brings it back. The Lions back in possession. Tanner Brockbank lets it roll back to Cisneros. Cisneros into Brockbank. Back to Jackson Black. Black will float one in over the top as that one cleared away, out of bounds and out for the throw. Malicio to throw it in. We'll bring the throw in back and try again. Malicio to throw it in. Ball over the top. And safely into the hands of Max Fairbanks. Fairbanks will play it short to Dayton. Dayton in centrally to Bowler. Bowler across to Garner. Garner trying to get it out wide to Simmons. Now at Maddie Simmons. Here comes Simmons on the attack. Simmons tries to find Watkins. Watkins plays it to Stevenson. Stevenson doesn't hit it cleanly. Still the Lions in possession with Noah Johnson. Johnson tried to get a shot off Stratton there. The shot comes through. Can't put it on frame. It goes out of bounds and out for the goal kick. 11:06 left to go here in the 2A state championship game. Do we have an equalizer in the American Heritage Patriots? Can they get back on level terms? Or will the Lions of Maeser Prep Academy be able to hold on to a 2-1 score, to a 2-1 lead, and be able to win their first ever state championship? Dayton plays it to Johnson. Johnson looking for options. Gets past one. Gets past two. Johnson on the attack. Johnson out wide. Chavez plays it in. Goes back post. Mehmet is there. Watkins tries to poke it through, but can't get it in. As Weston Larson comes off his line and collects. Gavin Dayton heads it to the sideline for Mehmet. Mehmet goes to ground, recovers. The whistle and a foul called. This one goes against Joseph Holmes. Will have a stoppage in play as Holmes will see yellow. Holmes showing a yellow card for dissent. And he will go to the bench for a breather. William Chen into the game for the Patriots. 9:50, ball whipped in towards the top of the 18. Stevenson inside the box. Watkins tries to flick it through. And it'll go out for the offsides. Free kick here for American Heritage. Ball booted away. Alex Bay brings it in. Or excuse me, that was Ryan Bay. Stevenson now in possession with the Lions momentarily as he loses possession. Malicio tries to play it through. Takes a deflection off of Reedy. It goes out of bounds. A throw-in for the Patriots over on the far sideline. Ball back in play with Malicio who throws it in. Tillman now. Tillman goes down. Advantage played. Ball played in centrally and cleared away by the Lions. Watkins plays it to Chavez. Chavez tries to get it back to Reedy. Alex Bay with the interception, trying to get it to Tillman. Now at Tanner Brockbank, heavy touch. Patriots back with the ball. Back to Black. Black will boot one over the top as it goes out of bounds. Throw into the Lions. Substitution prior to as Tyler Reedy, the goal scorers in the semifinal game, will check out. Excuse me, it'll be Stevenson who heads to the bench for a breather. And Bowler back into the game. Johnson gets past one. Watkins back up, gets it to Mehmet. Mehmet plays it to Reedy. Heavy touch, cleared away by Malicio. Now Bowler up over Ryan Bay, but the whistle, a foul called. Bay taking it quickly. Tries to get it up over the top, but he'll bring it back. Free kick here for American Heritage with 7:40 left to go. Free kick as Alex Bay will float one in. Fairbanks has to punch it away. Giving chase here is Mehmet. Into Watkins. Watkins gets it to Reedy. Reedy has options. Goes out wide to Chavez. Chavez has a runner. Chavez now into the box. Chavez to the end line. Crosses it in near post. Cleared away by the Patriots. And that ball goes out of bounds and out. A throw in for Maeser Prep as they'll retain possession in the attacking third. 6:50 as the clock winds down. Substitutions being made by both sides. William Chen off. In is Joseph Holmes for the Patriots. Off comes Watkins for American Heritage, or excuse me, for the Maeser Prep Lions. And in is Garner, the goal scorer. His goal, as things stand, the winner for a title. This is Johnson to Reedy. And cleared away. Nice touch by Bay. Now over the top. Whistle and a foul will call. The free kick coming up here for American Heritage. And Seth Johnson will go into the book. Or excuse me, that's Hatfield who goes into the book. Yellow card caution issued to Tim Hatfield. He'll have to sub off. Free kick here for American Heritage as time beginning to run down for them to find the equalizer. Bay will whip it in. Fairbanks punches it away. Bay tracks it down, floats one back in. Holmes tries to bring it down, cleared away by the Lions. Giving chase here is Jackson Black. Black plays it across and clears it. Ball goes out of bounds over on the far sideline. A throw in coming up here. Ball whipped in as it goes out of bounds and out by Chavez. And the Patriots quickly trying to get this one away off the goal kick. Lands at Holmes. Holmes back to Stratton. Stratton over the top. And that will just go back into the hands of Max. Well, the feet of Max Fairbanks. Mehmet. Advantage played. Ball goes out of bounds and out. Cisneros to throw it in. Ball headed through. Jackson Black defending. Back to Carson Vonk. Vonk boots it up. Malicio will play it over the top. Takes a bounce. Holmes with the header. Tries to get it through. Tillman giving chase. Nicely cut out by Maeser Prep. Out of bounds and out. A throw-in coming up here for the Patriots. Ball in. Brought down by Bay. And cleared away by Johnson. Opportunity here for the Lions as Bowler will look to play it to Gardner. Gardner sprinting, giving chase. Off his line collects is Weston Larson. Larson will boot this one up and away. Bay flicks it through. One back by the Lions. Genoa Johnson. Back centrally for Reedy. Reedy bringing it down. Cisneros comes across, wins the challenge. And the Patriots back in possession. This is Bay up the sideline. Ryan Bay giving chase. Ball cleared away and out. Throw in for Bay. That's it to Ryan Bay. Alex Bay. Cross comes in. Headed away and cleared by the Lions. Ball comes out to Cisneros. Again up the near sideline to Alex Bay, who loses his footing. One back by the Lions. Here's Noah Johnson. Johnson gets past Black, gets past Fong. Johnson all by himself into the box, takes the shot and puts it in! That should be the goal to give the Maeser Prep Lions a state championship. What a solo effort made there by Noah Johnson, who got past not one, not two, but three defenders. Puts it past Weston Larson, and Noah Johnson makes it three for the Maeser Prep Lions. .228 left to go. And it's the number one in the RPI, up by 2. Substitutions as Mehmet heading to the bench for a breather, checking into the game. Denzel Sonokori. Goal kick coming up here for Fairbanks to clear it away. And Maeser Prep happy to just watch the clock wind down. Vonk plays it up to Bay. Bay back to Cisneros. Stratton over the top, headed in by Holmes. Gardner comes across with the header, trying to clear it out. And Nolan Larson and Gardner not on the same page there with the clearance. Still an opportunity in the attacking third for the Patriots. Ball back in play. Bay flicks it through with the header. Stratton now trying it from distance. Can't put it on frame. It goes out of bounds and out. A goal kick. Stoppage and play here with substitution coming in. Off comes Gavin Dayton. And checking into the game is Anthony Brunko. Or excuse me, no, that's Hadfield. Tim Hadfield back in. Nice touch there from Chavez. And the whistle and a foul called. A free kick coming up here as Chavez clips Brockbank. Chavez now going into the book. A yellow card caution has been issued to Chavez. Oh, that's his second yellow. Chavez has been sent off. And with 1:04 left to go, Maeser Prep have been reduced to 10. Second yellow to Caleb Chavez. Ball played in, low driven shot, comes back out. And it goes out of bounds and out with 54 seconds left. Throw in coming up here for the Patriots. Down 2. Ball back in play. Another out of bounds ball is a throw in now for the Lions, as they'll be able to watch the clock wind down. Brought in by Alex Bay. Takes a deflection. Comes to Watkins. Watkins pokes it through. Bowler running in behind the defense. Bowler into the box. Takes the shot. Larson with the save and can't get on the rebound. Weston Larson comes up with a big save. That ball goes out of bounds. The countdown here at America First Field. Everybody on their feet. And that'll do it. The celebration for the Maeser Prep Academy Lions. Because for the first time in school history, state championship #1 for the Lions. The #1 in the RPI, and they stand at the top of the 2A mountain with a 3-1 win over the American Heritage Patriots. It's the year of the Lion for Maeser Prep, as they'll be able to hold up the first place trophy here at America First Field and send off this senior class, the class of 2025, as the first ever state champions for Maeser Prep. Quickly, we'll turn we'll keep it here as we prepare for the trophy celebrations at America First Field. Hard-fought contest, a hard-fought battle by the American Heritage Patriots. And that's back-to-back seasons for American Heritage, where they'll have to come to this stadium and have to hold up the second place trophy. Last year, favored and lost in the penalty shootout to Roland Hall. A year later, make it back to this game and fall short. Back-to-back seasons for the Patriots now as the 2A runner-ups. We'll turn our attention here to the Patriots as they'll be presented with the second place trophy. Prior to a believe sign for the Maeser Prep Lions, heading over here to their near sideline to celebrate. There is the handoff of the runner-up trophy. Heartbreak for American Heritage here on this field again. We'll turn our attention now to Maeser Prep. as they get ready to be presented their trophy. They're already celebrating. They haven't even picked up the trophy yet. Stevenson, the captain, heading over to receive the state trophy. Head coach Justin Simmons there with the embrace of his captain. And there it is. For the first time in school history, the Maeser Prep Lions are your 2A state champions. What a season. And again, what a way to send off this senior class. To hold up that trophy for the first time. Big congratulations to the Maeser Prep Academy Lions. 3-1 the final score here at America First Field. That's going to do it for us here on TeamHive.live, powered by Centricom here on KSLSports.com. I'm Alex Napolis. Big shout out to Joe on the camera. And that's going to do it for 3A and 2A action here on KSLSports.com. We'll have more playoff action coming up on KSL Sports here in the near future, as well as 5A, 6A, and 4A games. We'll talk to you guys next time here on KSLSports.com.